Lobsters, often considered one of the most delectable shellfish, are also known for their high price tag. In the past, they were primarily consumed by commoners due to their abundance and subpar quality. Interestingly, when their population was more abundant, they frequently washed ashore, making them easily accessible for consumption. However, their slow growth rates and excessive fishing have caused their numbers to dwindle significantly. Catching them in large quantities has become more challenging, and storing them safely for consumption, according to modern food standards, has also posed difficulties. While there are modern methods, such as trawling with nets or using lobster pots for mass farming, some lobsters are still caught using traditional techniques. Slipper lobsters, for instance, tend to take refuge in caves and reefs, making them a target for scuba divers who use hand nets to catch them. These divers literally traverse the ocean floor, locating and capturing lobsters manually. On June 11, 2021, a 56-year-old lobster diver named Michael Packard was fishing near Provincetown, Massachusetts. His initial dive for the day proved unfruitful, yielding minimal results. But, undeterred, he decided to dive once more at approximately 8 AM, descending to a depth of around 15 meters. However, just before reaching the ocean floor, he experienced an immense force from behind, akin to being struck by a truck, plunging him into darkness. In that split second, Michael believed he had been attacked by a great white shark, as nothing else could possibly possess such magnitude. He then reached out, exploring his surroundings, and discovered that he was surrounded by soft, muscular tissue. It was at that moment that he realised that he was inside the mouth of a whale. This whale had engulfed him from behind and was attempting to swallow him whole. Fortunately, he still had his scuba gear on, so he anxiously waited, unsure if he would be crushed or if the whale would recognise he was not food. After about 30 or 40 seconds, he felt the whale shaking from side to side, and then he began to see light. Bubbles surrounded him as the whale surfaced and expelled him. The last thing he saw was the massive tail of the whale disappearing beneath the water's surface. Despite being shaken, he was grateful to be alive. The boat and crew that Michael was with witnessed the entire incident. According to the captain, Michael emerged from the water feet first and landed on his back. They quickly pulled him aboard, believing he had broken his leg, and rushed him to the hospital. However, it was determined that he had only dislocated his knee. Aside from that, he had some bruising on his legs, and he had no signs of any ear embolism from resurfacing rapidly. He was discharged by the end of the day and resumed diving the following week. The whale that had swallowed him was a humpback whale, which can reach lengths of up to 50 feet and weigh 36 tons. Humpback whales do not eat humans, and this behaviour is extremely rare. It's believed that the whale mistook the bubbles from his scuba gear for a school of fish and instinctively opened its massive mouth to use as a net. Thankfully, once it realised he was not a fish, it expelled him. Quoting Michael, he says, "I realised, oh my god, I'm in a whale's mouth and he's going to swallow me. This is it, I'm going to die." Fortunately for him, his wife and his 2 boys, that was not the case.